Hello everyone, welcome back to MoteMancer. My journey continues here. I'm currently looking at a mana well because, I did some stuff off camera just to... I waited out a little bit of research, although not very long. But I just, was looking around for little things to improve, and at some point I noticed that one of these was almost empty. And I think it was not because I have too little mana storage capacity, but because we actually were not supply was not outpacing demand by enough during the day to refill these fully. But I'm not sure. So I was checking this out. I put down a bunch more mana leaves off camera over in the same general area, so power production is up high again. But look at this. It goes down. I finally figured out also how to use Daycaller. I'm not going to use it now because I'm trying to experience a full night, but you have to select the spell and then hold left click to cast it, even though there's no target. So I guess that confused me. Because I think for Wave Dash, you don't have to hold left click to cast it. It's just on as soon as you select it. So I don't know. And I get it, because Daycaller, I found out, really speeds daytime. You can make it go from day to night in half a second or something like that with Daycaller. Or vice versa would be more normal, obviously. So, yeah, these guys were full when the night started. I checked that. And we're still not even generating any solar power. But these are over halfway empty and still going down fast. So I probably do need more storage. That's fine. I have more mana wells just sitting here that I could place. And I also looked, it seems like power stored... Okay, we're there. The power stored versus produced numbers are in units of... implied units of seconds. So something that... a solar panel, mana leaf that says it generates, say, 1,000 power means 1,000 watts. Or it's equivalent to 1,000 watts. And a mana pool that says it stores 1,000 power means 1,000 joules. Okay, yeah, so these did see us through the night, it looks like, but only just. And they don't refill all that quickly, I have to say. But, oh right, the solar power is barely online now, right? It's just coming back online. So it'll refill more quickly later. Yeah. Okay, anyway. So, I could add more of both of those, and I'm sure that would be a good thing to do. But it isn't urgent right now. Some other things I did. I realized that I wasn't... So when... I guess this finished off camera, this reach research. Is not very interesting, so I just clicked it. And I realized it wasn't doing this one, because I didn't have mana roots and verdant collectors going to the same altar. So I stuck this little gripper in here that pulls from the pedestal for this altar into the pedestal for this altar where I have roots. Tacky, but that's the whole vibe in this area, really. So, great. So it's working on that. We finished Life Mastery, which I don't want to click yet. I think that's the most exciting thing we'll do, so I'm putting it off to look at other stuff first. I realized I can grab at least a couple of these. Because all they really need that I don't already have in my research is just mana pools. And I have mana pools being made not too far from where the research station is, right? This makes mana pools. This is the blue or the water research. So I just stuck a gripper in here. 3 grippers to get the stuff over here. Again, not the prettiest, but it works. Sort of. A lot of the mana pools are still going to production of mana wells, I suppose. But it's making some research progress, I think. Like, this one's almost done. And none of this stuff is urgent. I would like at some point to figure out what's going on with Downpour Bastions, because I'm gonna, when I head to another plane, I assume, I've been told I'll have to deal with entropy somewhat. And these are the main tool for doing it. Although, actually the water spell, Riptide, wherever that is, here, is a manual way to deal with it, right? So you could handle it on other plane without understanding Downpour Bastions yet, which I don't. But I think there's a couple of researchers claim burrow routes are finished. So, I mean, not the thing I'm most excited about, but they're kind of cool, I bet. If I build one of these, I assume it acts like an underground of any other sort? Yeah, okay. I guess I finished this on camera, I think, so it's still working towards this stuff. Let's go ahead and see what's behind Life Mastery. Just a few more things. Okay, so it's not a huge tree. Which makes me wonder more why they allow you to walk this far away. But okay, sure. Oh, are these like infinite researches, kind of? Mana leaves scale quadratically by themselves without even needing mana canopies. Interesting. Not sure why that's so important. Mana canopies also generate more mana per canopy per leaf. So they're just quadratic, but more so, I think. Solar power diminishes less at dawn and dusk. That would be nice, but not a big deal. Verdant Collector Array, more collection locations. This is like tripling output as well, as I understand it. Mana roots have increased range. They don't have increased root range, they've increased power range. So they're only still rooted to things that are adjacent, but they can power things a tile away. Sure. Radiant Bloom. Mana blooms have increased range. I mean, seems nice, but mostly since I'm using Rampant Bloom to channel the root system through the production buildings, the blooms are mostly large enough, it seems. For really big buildings, I've been having some problems. Maybe this would help. And then there's these that you can't touch yet. Alright. So, I mean, I could just build a life keystone. Well, no, I can't. Mana capacity is done. Now it's going to work on reach some more. Yeah, I don't have title collectors automated, and I assume that would be a big, long production, just like it was to get verdant collectors automated. And I'm planning to move to a plane where there are no water motes to collect, so that's not urgent to me. Inundate would be nice to get bastions to... I don't really understand how they interact with rifts, but like... I guess that... Well, let's go look at the rift that you start the game with. The one at the main portal. There's not even any water near here. Oh, maybe I could actually experiment a bit with Riptide here as well. So, yeah, this like clears out a little area. So, my understanding is that this gray stuff that we can actually clear out is entropy. And if you stand in it, it drains your mana, as you saw. Whereas these bright colored things that we don't seem able to blow away, these are the rifts themselves. Rift or rifts. Maybe this is one rift with two cracks. I don't know exactly how it works. So doing this by hand with Riptide seems like it's not going to work out, right? The stuff recovers way too quickly. Which is surprising to me, actually, because I heard on the Discord that rifts only expand at like 1 tile per hour. But I guess there's a difference between claiming new area and filling into area that it has claimed, in a sense, right? Like, this rift owns these tiles here. And yeah, I can blow them away, and it'll take a bit to be filled in. But not an hour. And it only expands up to a certain range, so it's not getting any bigger than this. Maybe, I don't know, it seems to be extending kind of slowly. But it refilled very quickly in the middle. Maybe the edges are slower to extend again. Huh. Or maybe it scales with distance to the rift? Yeah, because this is being reclaimed quite quickly. Right? More quickly than the area I carved out here, I think. So a downpour bastion. Artifice, I guess? Yeah. So I have the material to build one of these. Let's see what it actually does. Oh man, I'm making a bunch of sand, apparently. Yeah, I'd like to play around some with entropy and see. Maybe the tutorial would be telling me if I had left it on, but I didn't. I suspect not, because I know that there's a step in the tutorial that's like, go through a portal, and I assume that happens before it tells you about entropy, because like, what could you do with entropy otherwise, right? I guess you could just put down some downpour bastions. But like, yeah, this area is being reclaimed very slowly compared to this, so it seems to scale with closeness to the center, maybe. Okay, so I now have a downpour bastion. What does this need? It needs elemental water. Well, okay, there's some right here, I guess. Or no, elemental. Oh, elemental water? Well, okay, here's some. It doesn't seem to clear it terribly quickly. And it's not so easy to tell what its range even is. But it's getting this stuff, I guess. Yeah, the nearby entropy meter is decreasing. So it seems to be going down to like here. And it's doing so quickly enough that the entropy isn't outpacing it, but of course you're spending elemental water the whole time you're doing this. So as a permanent solution, not great. I don't know what it means about this research thing. Rifts affected by a downpour bastion, which again I assume is this thing, lose health instead of regenerating. Yeah, I mean, I have no mana. It's too bad, I guess. I'm actually surprised it lets me do that while I have no mana. Kind of weird. Oh, this is the area I carved out on my way in, isn't it? And it's still here, still carved out? It's weird. Huh. So if I'm gonna head to Earth and need presumably elemental water, that's one of the things I'm planning to ship, plus a bunch of power. Plus streamways? I don't know. The elemental water could fuel bastions. But on the Earth plane, I could also start researching the fire way to deal with rifts. Because Earth is adjacent to fire. That'll be the new element we'll be getting access to when we head to Earth. And I understand that that is somehow more permanent. Not like indefinite, but it lasts longer. You can seal the rift. And rifts in some circumstances reopen, but they're not just like Worth Water where it stays open forever. So it would be nice not to have to use bastions. I don't know. Let's put down some more of this stuff, I guess, because I did. As you saw at the beginning of the video, we did sort of run out of power overnight, nearly. Despite these being full. I mean, I guess I could put it directly adjacent, right? It doesn't have to be a little gap like there was for that other one. There we go. Doesn't really have... Oh, there does have to be a gap here, though. These don't have a ton of power because they just got plugged in, but they will have more. And the power storage capacity of the network, it's hard to tell, but it should have gone up by a lot. I mean, I guess you can sort of tell. It's almost entirely in these wells, right? And we have 600,000 times 6 is 3.6 million. And we had 2 million before. I have more wells? I have 2 more wells. I mean, why not, right? More wells and more pools. These don't really cost much. I mean, the coralite that they cost, and I don't know. They do cost stuff, but it's all like resources that I have automated, and I'll mostly get them back, I guess. Okay, so now the network can store 8 times about 8, like around 6 million, I would guess, power. So going well up there, I guess. Oh, I don't know. I mean, life keystones need... You can't craft the coralite. Oh my god, I have a whole chest full of coralite. You can't craft the coralite or the bismuth, I believe, by hand. But if you have those, yeah, make some life keystones. So I could... Oh, I don't have any life prisms? Why did it say I can make 11 of these then? Oh, because I can turn my elemental life into life prisms. I see. So we could do more research on like any of this stuff, but none of it seems very important. The radiant stuff is fine. I don't know. I mean, I guess it would be sort of nice to just do research on... to add life keystones into this array, right? Somehow. And there would be like... the reward for that would be like 6 new research nodes. Because everything else that I... Oh, well, no... Because I'd have to put the life keystones actually down here into the thing that has roots and everything else, right? Roots and leaves, which are not all available at this location. There's elemental life right here. Where's the elemental earth? It's right here, so... Or no. It wants bismuth and coralite. That's right, of course. Which is here and here. Not so bad. Not the easiest thing in the world to route. It also wants life prisms, which are here. Yeah, it's kind of a mess. I mean, we knew it was kind of a mess. But every time I go in and do surgery to, like, add one new thing, I'm making it worse to add the next new thing. And I knew that up front. That's part of the fun. Yeah. Well, life prisms are also coming out here. So I could delta them off here, maybe? Ish. Yeah, if I just diverted this a little bit, I could do that. I could get the life prisms to get here. But I'd need another arboretum, which I don't currently have. Obviously, it's not the end of the world to craft one, of course. Where is it? Here. I can't even fit it in this area. So I'd have to like run all the ingredients out here, I guess. And then run the output back into this altar. Seems awful. These buildings are so big, all of them. That's part of the space challenge, of course. Making sure that you can't just stamp out rows and rows of things in a totally trivial way. I mean, you probably could if you were smarter than I am, I guess. We're making so few life prisms to start new research on them. Why are there so few? because this thing is still starved on elemental earth. Well, yeah, that's what's happening. I thought I had added a bunch of elemental earth in the last episode, right? Oh, but I added it downstream of this. I added it here. So it's not actually helping with life prisms. I did that on purpose because this wasn't struggling at the time, but I guess it is now? Okay, well, I mean, that's easy enough to change. Oh, I don't have any undergrounds. I'm not going all the way to the mall to build these. I guess I needed a bunch of salt. There we go. It's actually impossible because the tile I want this to go up is right here. Okay, so hang on. Let's put it there instead. Ta-da! Oh, man. So that gets the elemental life that we made down here allocated, some of it at least, to elemental, or to earth prisms, which should help a little. But I assume this like backlog will clear up if we consume it as quickly as we are. All right, but we now have a decent number of life prisms. You could imagine maybe siphoning some off, although still not all that many. It's just so hard to craft life keystones in here. I made a big, ugly mess. Knowing full well all the time, of course. This is just impossible. I can't do this. If I put it here... I mean, the bismuth is easy. The coralite is not easy. It's over here. To get the life prisms over, and then I have to smuggle all this stuff back into here. Yuck. And in the end, like, I don't know. These would be nice, but it's not the end of the world if I don't get them until later. Yeah, I think I want to just like go check out another plane finally. I don't want to just like jump in right now. I do want to make sure that I have stuff being delivered through the portals for me. But I guess I should start doing that. Right? Like, well, I should build more power, I think. Where's my mana wells? Do I have any? Oh, no, for just 20. Okay, well, I'll bring those with me. Mana pools? Where, they're around here somewhere, right? Yeah, here they are. I mean, this should be enough to just produce life on the next plane without needing to ship it in. Produce power on the next plane without needing to ship it in, really. Well, enough to store it all, rather. The mana leaves that I would need... I mean, they're right here. I'd like a trash button, like I can just press T or something, but of course T opens the research screen. Sure. So if I just grab this whole chest worth, really, I can craft a handful of canopies out of it. Except I need more actual leaves, I guess? Sure. Yeah, 9 canopies would power whatever I want to do over there. So I think I don't actually want to build out more power infrastructure here in case there is something that disrupts the power transfer. I will, like, run routes to the portal, of course. The portal's, like, right here, isn't it? Yeah. And I will hope... Oh, I don't have enough routes, I think. Oh my god, what a dummy. I will hope that this power, you know, is steady, but I don't really understand what'll happen with entropy when I cross over, and maybe the power over here is going to start being affected. So I will bring with me a bunch of power generators to establish a new foothold of a new network on the new plane. Here we go. And I also want to build I want to build stuff to go into the chest. I want to ship physical objects. Yeah, so this is all part of the same network. Looking at this, I can't see it, but this lights this up, so they are part of the same network. That's all working. I think if I went through, I would have some power. And I said the main things I want to ship are the water stuff I won't have access to, or easy access. Which, I mean, I think that is mostly, as I said before, streamways and elemental water. Oh my, there's a water thing right here? You spoil me, man. Okay, but I am carrying some junk. So, wow. But I bet if I do mining right next to the portal, like there's going to be entropy here in a second, and this will not be a stable source. How's the network looking, by the way? Yeah, still 6 million power stored. It's going down quickly, but only in an absolute sense. Relative to how much we have, it's going down pretty slowly. Yeah, so here's some life. A bunch of life, my goodness. More. This is the most life I've found anywhere. So streamways basically just cost elemental water. So maybe I don't really need to ship these, right? I can just ship the elemental water. And then on the other side, I can build a Streamweaver that builds streamways. And that way I don't have to worry about shipping anything, but I can ship just one kind of thing in the chest and not have to worry about the logistics of what if the chest gets overfull of one thing and can't hold the other. And of those things, I think elemental water is the thing I most want. Getting nervous walking around so close to the portal. Everything will change for me, like not instantly, but before too long. So I feel like with all my power production stuff, I'm kind of ready to go. And I'll be surprised on the other side, but I'll have tools for the surprises. Do I have title collectors? I don't. What do I mean, because it would be, I really should use them here, maybe. Yeah, maybe, oh, these have run dry, huh? The ones on the edge? My inventory's full. Ugh. Well, I don't have too much stuff that I actually want to throw here. Put this down. I don't have too much stuff that I'm dying to throw away at the moment. I packed all this stuff. You know what I should do? Is just put mana leaves and wells and pools into the chest right now. The portal chest. Because I definitely want to bring those with me. That's why I put them in my inventory, is to bring them to Earth. And now I don't need them cluttering up my inventory. And I can, oh, hello. Radiant Verdance has happened. Okay. Radiant Collectors have extra range. So what does that look like? I don't really know what it... I mean, I assume they'll have a wider range around them that they collect in, right? Do I have any in my inventory? I have one. Yeah, so they collect more around them. I'm not sure why, like, what the point of this is. Because you still want to cluster them as tight as you can in a moat field, right? So that you're mining out the whole field. You're getting as high a throughput as you can. I don't know. I'm not totally sure what that was for. But now, yeah, title collectors, I need sand. And I guess I must need, like, collectors, which are... the mall's not too far north, right? Yeah. These are collectors? No, those are grindstones. These are collectors. And then I need a bunch of sand. Which we make some of over here. And the rest I can just get from elemental water, I guess. Basically, right? Or no, I need more ether? Yeah. Okay. 14 is probably plenty of tidal collectors. I mean, I could add more here, but I don't actually have the capacity to process any more than this. So I think what I'll do, though, is... Oh, can I see, like... Yeah, I mean, this one's basically gone. This one's gone. This one's gone. Whereas these have a bunch of life left. Well, water, but life in terms of, like, lifespan. They will continue doing things for some while. Oops, I just built another instead. Oh, I guess that is what I wanted to do. I thought I had some to place already, but I don't. Oh my god, they're so wide! And I'll, like, send this one here to make sure this is still going, doing whatever it's doing. That should get everything right, yeah. And, I mean... Can't actually do this without blocking the other guy. I guess there's this? I don't know. This is goofy as hell. The way this stuff is shaped. So these can now be... Well, okay, first question, actually. Where did all my damn slabs go? You always need more. I need more streamways, too. Whoops, I just said fill me up. I don't want that many. Oh, no, I have so much ether. I got carried away when I was picking that stuff up. So what I want to know is, like, is this... How fast are these collecting? 1 every 2 seconds. And 4 per second would fill this. So I would need 8 tidal collectors just to fill a slab, and I have 3 at the moment. Okay. So this is... not over capacity. Is this my other water? Or no, that's life. Where's the water? Over here. No, that's life again. It was right next to the portal, wasn't it? Yes, here. I mean, I am a little concerned that mining near the portal will give me unusable stuff because of entropy, but I'll be shipping some in from elsewhere, so I think it should be okay. My inventory is full again, of course. Throw away all this ether that I just pulled up off of my machine. Throw away this night ore. I never used the night lights. Motes of life. Motes of water. Okay. So I need to get it to a life area. Oh my god, I'm out again. Where are my trains? Alright, fine. So half of a streamway. Meanwhile, this area is going to be producing ether. Get everything? I think so. With these gigantic verdant collectors, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Can I do it like this? It does cover the whole area. It doesn't have as much throughput as if I squeezed more of these in. But it will eventually empty the whole mode field, and maybe that's all I should be aiming for. Right, that looks kind of sick. Help, I'm stuck. Okay. Okay, let's join these up, I guess. Just for clarity. Oh, okay, here's the orange thingies. So let's just... It's so easy to do the wrong thing. No matter what I do with the belt drag tool. Or streamway drag tool in this case. Okay, so this, I mean... I'm certainly not overfilling this streamway, so this should be fine. To grind it up, these produce how much? Oh, I don't have one in my inventory to look at? Okay. One per half second. Or no, 1 per 2 seconds. Half of 1 per second. So if I have 5 of these... Well, the important thing is I should have, I guess it's not important necessarily, but the same number of these as I have water collectors. And there were like 3 over there, but I'm going to slap a bunch more in here. Right, where are my tidal collectors? Here they are. Build a couple more, please. I just literally cannot see where the motes are at all. They blend in completely with the mote field. I'm just waving my mouse around hoping and getting them, you know? Alright, seems fairly clear now. So, how many more can I squeeze in here? And do you want these facing out or in? I mean, they look like they want to face in. But then the mana bloom in the middle is going to be awkward. I bet there's a perfectly good way to have them face out. Yeah, this looks fine, actually. there's a doodad there. That's what's wrong. I see you, sort of. Okay, these are impossible to walk through. Yeah. 3, 6 more? Brings me to 9 total. Sure. Oh my. It's impossible! Nobody can lay these out correctly. Maybe I'm doing this in the wrong... I don't know, it's fine. This is going backwards! Okay. So I think this was sort of the worst way to do it. Because now I have to get power to this. Well, this is fine. I already have power here. It's whatever. What did I just learn? Ancient something. Ancient chest. Can build very large chests. Oh, great. So now this would power everything if these were powered, which they're currently not. Can I? They don't connect here? There's an invisible doodad hidden by the portal. Okay. Yeah, so now this all connects up. Good. Oh, and it's actually getting power. I didn't realize I brought power all the way already. So this needs to join with this. I'm out of streamways too. Oh no, I'm not. Oh, it's this one that's not connected. Right. I can connect it down here, I guess. I think that ought to do it. Yeah. Okay. Now I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grindstones. I mean, more would be nice. But that matches the amount of production I have here. Something like that. Easily handled. I need to get power here, so that's this. guess long grippers just to get to where the output belt is going to actually be. Is this working? No, this doesn't work. It has to be like this. There. I guess I don't have many belts. I have more streamways, right? Run it this way. Then bring it down to merge with, oops, no, wait. This. Now I have enough for binders. And I forget, it's... You need one binder per 2 grindstones? Because this makes an ether every 2 seconds. And a binder consumes an ether every second. So this is only 3 binders. I mean, this is not very much elemental water that I'm shipping over, which is a little embarrassing. Where I don't have elemental binders right now, okay? But like, I shouldn't necessarily need a ton of, well, maybe I do, to run like bastions and stuff. I don't know. And build streamways and whatever. I mean, tough luck, I guess. I'm sure that whatever I find on the other side, I will be able to use it to deal with problems there, and this is just like over-preparing. Nope, that's not how this works. So there was some cute build I found where you like line these up next to each other. I don't really know that that's worth the complexity. It made lining up the grippers difficult. Whereas this way, I can just do this. And it's all pretty simple. These take 2 seconds, right? Yeah. Wait, this goes every 2 seconds, and this does too, right? 2 seconds for one thing. Yeah, so it's equal to the number of grindstones. So this is 6 elemental water, not 3. Okay, that's twice as good, I would say. No, it's 3. I have 6 of these, but they're making one every 2 seconds each, so it's only 3. Alright, I mean, it could be better. So a normal gripper is good enough to extract from these. portal? There it is. I mean, I could use like a Titan gripper to make sure that I have enough throughput, but like I do, right? I'm just not making that much stuff. These already make 3 items per yeah, this is... Oh no, I need more than 1 reaching gripper to handle... Because I'm making 3 items per 1 second. It would be 2 reaching grippers to fiddle to do this. I'm just gonna make a Titan gripper. God, they take forever. There's so many intermediate steps. 2 reaching grippers would have also done the job, of course. Okay, so this outpost didn't get powered up. That's fine. My underground streamways are here, so that I can run mana roots. Like that. I didn't build the output grippers yet, but very simple to do. Yeah, 1 item per 2 seconds. So, I mean, it's paltry. It would sure be nice if there were just some more water in the neighborhood somewhere. I could easily extend this with more life. That looks like life motes. More life. Earth? Yeah. There's some water up here. That's not too far. And I do want to have a lot of it, really. To make streamways and power bastions, mostly, I assume. Those are the 2 things I imagine I'll be using it for. I imagine I'm bringing enough mana pools with me that I don't need to make more of that stuff. Where are my title collectors? Here they are. It'd be nice to automate these, wouldn't it? Set of streamways too. I'm imagining something like this. Yeah. But now this one isn't actually powered is the thing. Well, you can do a funny thing like this, I guess. Now they're all in, I think, yeah. This is trapped, but I have an underground streamway to get it out, I guess. Ta-da! So now, and it's very nice and meandering like a river should be, right? I guess? Let's lay down mana roots on the way home to pick up more stuff. Is home west? Well, let's go southwest to connect with the other stuff I recently built, I guess. Wish I could zoom out further. Going? Here, basically south, I guess. Now I'm finally out of mana roots as well. Oof, that's a big... I mean, just like moving stuff great distances requires a lot of supplies of every kind. So, streamways in this box. Let's just not even pick up more normal slabs. We'll try to do things with streamways. They're affordable enough. Mana roots here. I'm a little light on mana blooms. But I have a million motes of water I don't need and motes of life. And wouldn't you know it, some earth as well. Okay. Now I feel a little bit better picking up more stacks of this. A couple stacks of these. Do I have enough grindstones and stuff for what I'm doing? Yes. Do I have or can I make enough elemental binders? No, I need more salt. Salt. Who ever needed salt? I'll probably just get that incidentally from the well here. From the earth or the water that I'm digging up. Okay, reach, yeah, so we can look at stuff from a little further away now. Up here somewhere. Here it is. Of course, it doesn't actually connect up. Even if I'm just holding S and left mouse, it does not connect up. You have to walk on a diagonal to make sure it always connects. Or on a major axis, anyway. What are these, by the way? I haven't seen these giant flowers, have I? I mean, they're motes of life, but I don't remember them being so big. Huh. Maybe I just haven't been so zoomed in most of the time. Okay. And I wanted to stamp out like about this much more. Again. I guess this can just, like, go here, right? Because... this is part of the network, right? Apparently, oh, well, yeah, once I do this one, it will be. It's not for some reason. No, it is. It was flashing, but it isn't. Okay, great. That's what I thought. I was doing these like this, I guess. Here. Not quite how I was doing it with the other ones. Doesn't matter. So I don't think I have enough earth to actually satisfy these grinders from here. Which means I would need to grab a little bit more earth to not earth, it's life. But there's some just sitting here, no problem. Okay. So verdant collectors, I mean, it looks like I have 0 right now. Yep. Just plop a handful of these down. I don't think I have to be super precious with the details. Streamways, just like this. And then it's going the wrong way. It should be joining up on the right, I guess. But this is already in the top lane. Kind of awkward to join this up, I guess. I guess I could just do this, actually. Have it flow through here. That seems okay. It's on the bottom lane with respect to this guy, which is the same lane we'd be filling here, so that's a little inconvenient. I believe we can fix that by just sending it around in the other direction, right? Sending it like, well, I mean, this looks a little stupid, I guess, but this way it's on the inside lane, which is still the bottom lane here. It comes out the same. All right, I mean, whatever. This is... Okay, I say whatever, but I do actually care about putting that pointing in the wrong direction for no reason. Hey, stay on excavator. I didn't give you permission to stop. Oh no, this is... No, it is wrong. I guess what I can do is... just that, and now it arrives on the top lane while this stuff... the outside lane while this stuff is all on the inside lane, and that way they shouldn't interfere with each other too much. Okay. So now I'll have more ether, which means I can afford more binders. I'm not sure how many. Let's say twice as much. I think it's not that much. But there's no real punishment for overbuilding. And even if I am overbuilding, I think it's not by much. Excavate this again. I'll have it come in from further to the east. There we go. Now the grippers, which I'm actually running out of. My fancy ones. Can I build more of them right now? A handful. It should be enough for what I'm doing now. I'm out of normal grippers though, because I just turned them all into reaching grippers. Alright, so this now wants to come down like so. And join up there. And I don't think I'm really building more than half a streamway can handle. Yeah, I think that's true. Because half a streamway is 8 items per second. That would be 16 of these guys, which I don't have. All right. Can I just squeeze another Titan Gripper in or something? Does that make any sense? Yeah, if it were right. Oh, I don't have another Titan Gripper, of course, and I can't build one. I don't have enough earth. Kind of embarrassing standing next to the earth portal with no earth, huh? Where even is the nearest earth? What is this? Oh, this is my big ether factory. So the Earth is up here. Actually, I should just be able to pick up a bucket full of Titan grippers. Alright, because I put those in a chest. It's empty! No, where is it? You can't trick me. Oh, they're all just going to research, of course. Sure. That makes total sense. Alright, let's make a couple more Titan grippers here. I don't need the belts, the slabs. Okay, it's gonna take my mana forever, of course. Crafting all this by hand, it's a lot of steps. But I have a lot of walking to do, a lot of steps, if you will. Yeah, you don't have power, very funny. I mean, you're right, of course. But it's easy to fix. Let's just slap a bloom down, I guess. Okay. So now, I mean... I don't really need this delta, do I? I can just... run it through all of them like that. There we go. So that's delivering tons of power, tons-ish of water, right? I mean, it looks relatively stable. I'm bringing power generation with me. I should bring a bunch of streamways with me because I don't have a construction facility for those, but I mean, I have them in the bag here, don't I? No, I don't. Anything I don't use a lot of, I should toss. And I feel like I should stop using belts at all and just use streamways, but maybe as I'm leaving the plane with water on it is the wrong time to make that decision. I think I'd like to end this video by opening up a portal and just stepping through and seeing what happens. Yeah, give me a bunch of these. I think I turned them all into fancy grippers. I need another stack of underground things. Those are so expensive to make. Give me another couple hundred of these. Throw this away. Throw this away. Don't really know why I'm bringing bismuth and coralite with me. Like, they're expensive. It's because I wanted to... / needed to... have them to craft the life keystone, which I'm doing by hand because I haven't set up automation for it. And I only need one. But I need life prisms, evidently. Which are here. I've got a bunch of ether, too. The life prisms are coming out of this. Great. Okay. So throw away the ether I just picked up. And now I can craft a number of life keystones. I should only need one. Big, scary step to take. Running a bunch of power. I brought power production with me. Just in case. In case something goes wrong I don't know what exactly, but in case I mess something up by doing this. Let's craft 1 life keystone. And my understanding is that at the moment, portals stay open for a minute for you to like walk through, and then they close. Okay, where is my life keystone? And I won't be able to use this on the other side, even if I have spares. So this, it's glowing. It's charging up. Woo! Oh, this looks even, I think, better than the one. Oh, interesting. So it's only stable on one side. Is that what this is indicating, or? Because I can't go through from the other side, obviously. This is reminiscent, of course, of when we went through the portal in the library. Whoop. So you can pop back and forth briefly. Is there a progress bar telling me when this is going to close again? I don't know. Looks neat though. I can hide the stuff I've been building. It looks like the other side has this same kind of earthy stuff around it, which makes sense, I guess. Ah, there's the timer. This is going down. Got it. Well, bottom's up. So we're through, and this is now no longer stable. The portal has shut. I have all this junk. If I pick up elemental water, indeed, it fills itself back up. How lovely. If I put down a root here, my power network, yeah, got tons of power. Great. So what do things look like over here? Looks less green. Instead of oceans, we have mountains, I guess. That makes sense. This is Earth. Oh, and chasms. Cool. That might be fire. Hard to tell. This is Earth, though. Nope, just more Earth. Oh, I assume, by the way, this will still show me... Yeah, which way back to Earth? Oh, that way to fire. I'm not ready to do that yet. This is clearly not an area I want to build in. Ooh, but here's some fire stuff. So, okay, how do I make progress on fire? Salt prisms and elemental fire. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Except, of course, it wasn't elemental fire before. It would just be nice to be able to zoom out. Oh, look, there's some earth right next to fire. It's not as helpful as you would think, because they both make ether anyway, right? I want fire next to earth, ideally. I'd like to be able to zoom out so I can see like a flattish place to build that has access to fire, ideally. Because fire is the new thing we're getting here on Earth. Okay, and walking on mote fields does not cause rifts to occur. My understanding is that rifts come... Ooh, what is this? This is like a little life outpost near a chasm or something? Huh. Here's life. So working... Oh, that's fire. Here we go. Nice and out in the open. Not even any motes on it. Or doodads. Oh, new music too, it sounds like. Anyway, rifts that create entropy appear when you first interact with mote fields on any portal except life. The more portals you've been to, the more entropy there will be. So I don't necessarily want to disturb one. You know, really, I guess, my other thing that I believe but don't totally understand, so could be getting wrong, is that these planes are kind of parallel worlds to each other in that, like, you know, there's some water crafting happening right here in the other plane, right? And if I created a rift here on this plane that was here, the entropy kind of leaks through onto the other planes. So I want to, I think, build production on this side of the rift in places where it won't overlap with stuff on the other side, or this side of the portal, where it won't overlap with stuff that I have on the other side of the portal, I think. So, like, this looks okay, right? This... Yeah, there's some earth here, and then not too far away, there's some fire. Did I even bring any, like, collectors? One. I brought one. It's alright. I don't, like, have any salt. What is wrong with me? I can't make anything. Okay, I didn't bring any salt material, because I figured I'd be able to make it easily on this side, which is true. But I do need some simple collectors first. So why I need more salt and ether for this. Fine. So I guess we're just going to excavate a little bit, actually. I mean... I need to clear these out to work on them anyway, and I need the motes in here for a change. My inventory appears to be full. And I still can't build any more collectors. I have all this stuff that's completely useless to me now. Like, these were valuable somewhere else. But I don't really need prisms at the moment. I'm not doing research for a while. Or not high-level research. Now, there's new kinds of earth doodads here as well. Like fiery earth as opposed to lifey earth. These are like crystalline bramble. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I guess I just haven't picked up much ether because there's nothing near the fire guy. There was some life around here somewhere. I'm reduced to scrounging for scraps because I did not prepare correctly. That sounds about right. This is just more earth. There's earth everywhere. Here's some fire that needs cleaning up. Oh yeah, lots of fire. Just what we need to get started. Now I can make a bunch of collectors. And I imagine I'll have to make grindstones too. I didn't bring very many of those with me. Yeah, I was thinking a little too big, dreaming of my... where even am I? Portal's that way. Here's the fire that I found, and up here was some earth, right? Okay. Yeah, I brought the advanced tech that would be hard to ship in, but I forgot that I would need to bootstrap stuff, and I don't actually have the tools for that just yet. All right, well, let's run power over here at least. That's something I can accomplish. Oh, there's life right here. That's interesting. Not currently actionable, I think. Oh, feels spooky to have it be nighttime on a new plane. I don't think it actually, like, is bad or dangerous in any way. Just, you know, it's kind of ominous. So let's say I put this down. Am I going to get a big old rift instantly? How does this work? Doesn't look like it. Oh, well, I haven't even harvested anything with these yet. Perhaps they don't notice until you start harvesting. Still nothing. Maybe not every moat field does it? I don't know. Maybe you have to wait a while? So... here on Earth, my only source of salt is Earth, and both fire and life give me access to ether. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do with that information, but I have it. I'm gonna have to start grinding this up. Like, yeah, I need elemental fire eventually, but as I clearly demonstrated, I'm gonna need a salt factory. Or salt prism factory. So that means grindstones. So many grindstones that I just don't have the materials for. I could try to build smaller first, but I don't think there's any particular need. No, we want a mana bloom first. I mean, my recollection is that 8 of these collectors means... oh, it's only 4 grindstones, isn't it? It's you gotta divide by 2, not multiply by 2. Okay. Well, I'm building pretty small. That's another reason not to worry about building too big, is that you're just building basically nothing. It's not symmetrical. Okay. So we're making ether once again. That's nice. Earth, I can churn out in great quantities, right, with my quarry collectors, which I don't have any of, but I'm making some now. Here they are. Ah, a rift. So I would imagine from here that it would spread to cover this moat field, right? I'm not sure, like, what to make of that. I'll just, like, leave it for now and see what happens. I still don't really understand how... I don't know. How do I want to, like, build these? This looks kind of, like, purposely obtuse. I don't know. I can easily, yeah, like I can pick up all the inputs this way. This actually is the end of my slab supply. I'm gonna have to switch to streamways in a sec. Which is fine. I said I wanted to move to streamways. Oh my god. But I don't currently have a great infrastructure set up to build more of them. And I'm shipping elemental water, great, but I don't have anything to build with it yet. I don't have the, like... All it takes is elemental water plus slabs, but I don't have slabs yet, you know? So that's going to produce big piles of salt. Well, earth. Yeah, which I just want to turn into salt. I need to start getting gripper production back up and grindstones and collectors, right? And salt prisms, so I can start doing research on fire. So it's going to be another line of grindstones. Oh, I just need 4. Oh. I didn't leave myself room for this? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, we'll scoot this over by 1. I guess there's the nudge spell, but I don't see myself as the kind of guy who's ever using that. So these then can join up and be fed into Tinker's tables and grindstones to make, I think, to make oh, right. I have to put these into a grindstone to make... How do I make salt prisms? It's been so long. Yeah, grindstone. Actually... If I try to split each of these off, I can then have a section that uses grindstones plus... what am I saying? Salt prisms plus salt and salt prisms plus ether, which I think both do something, right? Right, pedestals are salt prisms and salt. Grindstones are salt prisms and ether. I'm setting myself up a whole stupid mall here again. Or, well, I wish I could say I were doing that, but that's what I'd like to do soon. Yeah, if I just merge these to make salt crystals, then it's difficult to unmerge them and get the ether back again. So, these are a little bit too close together, I think. We'll send some salt for further processing and some ether for further processing. But then at the moment, what I want to do is combine them to make salt crystal, salt prisms. This section, this is too short to do an underground of, isn't it? This isn't, though. So I can run the roots in this way. What do you mean you're not powered? You so clearly are. You don't have anything to do, but you're definitely powered. No, this is not. Oh, you're not part of the root network because I didn't put a life bloom next to you, or mana bloom next to you. I see. Well, that's irritating. Okay, I guess I'm not done with all this stuff yet. There. Should have noticed the asymmetry with the stuff down here, I guess. Deltas take so much space, it's wild. So that's where I can do further processing. I can turn them into salt prisms. Need a mana bloom first, of course. And underground to connect all the power. And then more of everybody's favorite production structure, the grindstone. I don't think I have enough inputs for this many grindstones to even make sense. Let alone more of them. Yes, you guys are making what exactly? Something, surely. You're just buffering up ether? You don't want any of the salt yet? Here you go. It's prisms! Everybody loves prisms. Okay. So with that, I could start making slabs, which at some point I'm going to need just so I can turn my elemental water into... This hasn't spread very far yet, but it's like... My understanding is it does spread pretty slowly. I don't know if it'll get up here ever. I don't know how big it gets. About as big as the one on the Plane of Life, but I assume, but I don't remember really how big that was. It was never much of a concern. So, I now have salt prisms. The most important thing to start getting, I think, is slabs, which are just salt prisms and salt. I have salt here, and I have prisms here. I need Tinker's tables. I think I threw all of those away. But I think it's just one. One is plenty for the small amount of input I have here and how fast slabs are made. Right? There? I have reaching grippers, but every 1 second this wants 2 salt, which I don't even have, I think. But if I did have, I would need like 4 normal grippers, or 2 earth, 1 earth gripper would do it? No, these are still only 3, huh? I guess when we get here. This research is still proceeding, right? 121, yeah, it's going, all right. So we'll get there. So I guess I'll just throw 1 earth gripper in as the input. Well, I don't really want to merge these lanes. I need the salt prisms separate from the salt. So I need 2 different grippers. Actually, what I think the problem is the table's too close. It needs to be further back so that I can also use a reaching gripper to grab out of this lane. Right? Oh, I guess this doesn't want to connect through an angle that sharp. Cool, and we're making slabs now. That's progress of a sort. You know what? I think, yeah, I don't want to make this longer than 2 hours. We haven't done anything too exciting on fire yet, but we are mining fire and then just grinding it up into the ether we always had. And I'm rebootstrapping, but more quickly now that I have better tools and sort of more familiarity with the basic processes. Hopefully next time we can do some real fire research. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.